tone group will be discussed in this video presentation. The role of pronunciation, stress, and intonation are greatly emphasized, but not tone groups. A tone group, also known as an intonation phrase, is a linguistic concept involving a stretch of speech that is uttered with a single intonation pattern. In English, these patterns convey meaning, indicating whether a statement is a question, a declaration, or expresses other nuances. Tone groups consist of one or more syllables and typically end with a prominent stressed syllable called the nucleus. Intonation patterns within tone groups help convey the speaker's attitude, mood, or the intended communicative function. Recognizing and mastering tone groups is crucial for effective spoken communication, as they contribute significantly to the overall meaning and interpretation of a sentence. Consider the sentence, "She is coming tomorrow." The tone group, marked by intonation patterns, helps convey different meanings. In a declarative tone group, the emphasis might fall on tomorrow, indicating a straightforward statement. In contrast, if formed as a question, the tone group could emphasize coming, signifying uncertainty or seeking confirmation, turning the statement into an interrogative. The variation in stress patterns within the tone group subtly alters the intended meaning, showcasing how mastering tone groups is essential for effective communication by allowing speakers to express different attitudes, intentions, or emotions within a given sentence. Tone group will be demonstrated with reference to Antony's speech. "Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is often interred with their bones." Analysis of tone groups. In this excerpt, we can identify several tone groups based on the natural flow of speech and the speaker's intent. Friends, Romans, countrymen. This is the opening address, forming a tone group to capture the attention of the audience. The rising intonation on countrymen adds emphasis and signals the beginning of Antony's speech. Lend me your ears. This is a distinct tone group where Antony makes a direct request. The falling intonation on ears gives a sense of finality to the request. "I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him." This sentence is divided into two tone groups. The rising intonation on Caesar adds a dramatic effect, emphasizing the contrast between burying and praising. "The evil that men do lives after them." This is a tone group expressing a general truth. The falling intonation on them concludes the thought. "The good is often interred with their bones." Similar to the previous sentence, this is a tone group expressing another general truth. The rising intonation on bones concludes this thought and leads into the next section. Understanding tone groups helps in interpreting the speaker's intended meaning, emotional nuances, and emphasis on certain ideas. In Antony's speech, the tone groups contribute to the persuasive and rhetorical nature of his address. The manipulation of pitch and pauses serves to engage the audience and convey the subtle shifts in Antony's message, from apparent praise to subtle condemnation of Brutus and the conspirators. Antony's speech! "Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is often interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest. For Brutus is an honorable man. So are they all honorable men. Come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honorable man. He hath brought many captives home to Rome. Whose ransoms did the general coffers fill? Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal. I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And, sure, he is an honorable man.
I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn? For him? O judgment! Thou art fled to brutish beasts, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me.